Hello, my YouTube listeners. I hope you are fine and enjoy your life. May Allah protect us from all dangerous diseases. Let's start our video with the topic of how can spread genetic diseases. Today we will discuss the detail of genetic diseases in the channel of Tech Links. Now start our video. Genetic diseases can be spread through inheritance partners like autosomal dominant, autosomal recessive, and X-linked inheritance. Mutations can also occur spontaneously during an individual's lifestyle, not necessarily inherited from parent. Inheritance. Autosomal dominant, a single copy of a mutated gene from one parent is enough to cause the disease. Each child of an affected parent has a 50% chance of inheriting the disease. Autosomal reverse. Both parents must carry the mutated gene for a child to inherit the disease. Each child has a 25% chance of inheriting two copies of the mutated gene and developing the disease. X-linked. These diseases are linked to genes on the X chromosomes. Males XY are more often affected by the X-linked recessive conditions because they are only have one X chromosomes. Females XX are typically carries if they inherited one mutated copy and may or may not show symptoms. Mitochondrial. These are passed on through the mother. A mitochondrial DNA is inherited from the mother's egg. Acquired mutations. De novo mutations. These arise spontaneously during the formation of sperm or egg cells or during early development. Environmental factors. Certain environmental exposures like radiations, chemical, or smoking can cause mutations in genes that can lead to disease. And here are some examples of cystic fibrosis and autosomal recessive disorder, Huntington disease and autosomal dominant disorder, hemophilia and X-linked receiver disorder. Some cancers acquired mutations in oncogene or tumors. Superior genes can lead to cancer development. Genetic testing and counseling. Genetic testing can help identify carriers of genetic mutations and assess the risk of passing them on the future generation. Genetic counseling provides information and support to individuals and families affected by or at risk of genetic disorder. At risk of disorder, you receive half your genes from each biological parents and may inherit the gene mutation from one parent or both. Sometimes genes change due to issues within the DNA mutations. This can raise your risk of having a genetic disorder. Some causes symptoms at birth while other develop over time. So, um, genetic diseases caused by mutations in a single gene and mutually inherited in a simple pattern depending on the location of the gene and whether one or two normal copies of the gene are needed. This is often referred to as Mendelian inheritance because Gregor Mendel first observed these patterns in garden pea plants. So, in some cases, genetic diseases are also associated with locus heterogeneity, meaning that a deleterious mutation in many one of the several genes can give rise to an increased risk of the disease. This is a finding common to many human diseases, including Alzheimer's diseases and the polycystic kidney disease. Genetic disorder can be caused by a mutation in one gene, by mutations in a multiple genes, by a combination of gene mutations and environmental factors, or by damage through chromosomes genes in a number of structure of entire chromosomes. The structure that help in the genes. How are genes spread? People usually have two copies of each chromosomes. One copy is inherited from their mother via the egg, and the other from their father via the sperm. A sperm and an egg each contains one set of 23 chromosomes. How, from the infectious to occur, germs must either a susceptible person body invade tissues and multiply. Transmission refers to the way germs infect a susceptible person. Germs depend on people, animals, the environment, and or shares objects to move. So, my followers, now we will meet in the next video with a new topic. So take care. Allah Hafiz.